Yeah, guess what?
What?
Old George wants to race me.
You and George?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll smoke him.
Hey, Ed, Deke wants to race me.
You and Deke?
Yeah.
You'll smoke him.
Well, we'll see.
Well, go for it. Hey, George. Pat thinks he's riding again.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to the rest of my motorcycle?
Hey, you're going kind of fast there, old man. You're going to get a ticket. Look at that guy. 5 minutes to spare, you know?
I got you right, yeah. So that powder coat guy's going to be here, huh?
Yep. That's
Okay, well,
what
I
he
think we're
said.
ready for him now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the crud cleaned off it.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, Ed.
Gary.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Good to see you, guy.
Yeah.
This is a frame I
Crap, by the way. Yeah.
I'm George.
Derek? Yeah, yeah.
George, how you
Heard a lot
doing?
about you.
Hi, Gary.
Good to see you, Gary. This is the frame we called you about, and you've always done such a great job in the past, you know. Just work your magic on it. We'll get the color to you.
We got a time problem.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got a little time problem. What's the chance of getting it, say, on a early Monday?
We can get you Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning.
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Just have at it.
Yeah, just medium, blast it and hit it with some phosphoric and get a good etch on it, and we'll get back with you on the color, okay?
Want any of the welds cleaned up or anything like that?
You might pull these brackets off the back for us, so we didn't get around to that.
They don't belong on
They're kind of
Somebody
nasty.
scabbed them on there.
Kind of nasty looking, so if you can handle that for us, I'd appreciate it. Okay, it's all yours.
And if
Tuesday
it,
morning?
yep, and if it gets faster, we'll give you a jingle.
That's it. So the strip,
Yeah, the strip, yep.
okay.
Okay.
We're going to have a race tonight out at a place called the Strip. I thought it was covered with weeds by now because it's been about 40 years since I've seen it. Last time we were out there, Ed Silva, who's deceased now, raced. He took a spill, probably doing 75 miles an hour. When he came to a grinding stop, we had to dig a little gravel out of Ed and brush the dust off his bike. Other than his wounded pride, he was okay. So tonight is kind of a grudge match going back about 40 years with Deke and I.
Ah, Eddie, baby. Hey, listen, George and I want to race. Or George wants to race me.
No fooling.
Yeah. So we need somebody to start us. So what about? You available?
Well, what time?
4 o'clock?
That's too close to Matlock.
Let's do it later.
Okay, how about 5?
Works for me.
Okay, man. Hey, thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay.
Back in the 40s, late 40s, guys were riding bobbers, not choppers.
I was going to say, a chopper, to me, was just started out as bobbers and progressed into choppers. I mean,
Bobber was, in my view, was more of just minor alterations, maybe jacking the forks up a little bit for more ground clearance,
Yeah.
maybe jacking up the transmission an inch or so, anything to help you corner better, get the pipes up.
but when the English spikes came, they could go around a corner a hell of a lot better than a Harley could.
Yeah.
Because they were higher and skinnier and
Way back then, Harley had a hinge fender. They'd knock out
fender, yeah.
the pin through the rear fender, take off the rear stand. So they had a short fender in the back. They'd take off the front fender. Maybe they'd take off their floorboards and put on pegs, or maybe they'd just take the floorboards
Yeah.
off. And that was the start of the bobbers.
the term to me, bobber, was, bobbing the fender, bobbing the back fender. That was basically it, and it was just, making a short fender out of a long fender. And then everything else went on.
Like bobbing a horse's
Yeah,
tail.
or a cat, bobtail cat or whatever. So I think bobber meant,
I always thought that the first guy to knock the pin out of his rear fender was named Bob.
that might have been, yeah.
And that's what, how that all started, you know?
Actually, I had motor scooters to begin with. That's what started me, probably. I mean, I'm sure that's what started me, because I had an old Cushman and an old Powell, and then I would see the guys on the motorcycles, and that was kind of that really turned me on. Here's these guys going by, with Harleys and stuff.
My big thing was a bicycle, and the guy went past me on a motorcycle, and he wasn't pedaling. I said, this makes sense.
A motorcycle is kind of like a horse. It's very personal. You know, you ride it like a horse. Yeah, you put your legs over it, and instead of pulling reins, you pull on the bars, and away you go. Kind of like the last vestige of a cowboy. You know.
I liked riding something with two wheels. I just enjoy it. I enjoy
Yeah.
being out.
Yeah.
I feel more free when I'm on a motorcycle than I do when I'm in a car.
And the other thing, I think I liked the guys that rode motorcycles. I mean, I was attracted, not physically, to the guys that ride bike. You know, like Joker and like Ed Sullivan. That's how I met Ed. It turned out to be my cousin, which I never knew for 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
And Frenchy Joe and these guys, they were interesting characters. So I think they were a big part of the draw. If I hadn't liked the average guy that rode a motorcycle, I probably wouldn't like him. And there is something almost magical when that sucker first fires up.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's just a mechanical thing that's
Yeah.
sitting there alive. You know, it's alive.
Yeah, but most
it's pretty neat.
Well,
really.
most kids don't get to do that, you know,
No,
and it's
no.
a shame.
Or maybe a lot of them wouldn't want to if they could. You know, I don't
Yeah.
know. But I tell you one thing: the hot rodders, I always thought were a little different bunch of guys than the motorcyclists.
There is a difference.
You know, I don't know why. I mean, they just.
I can tell you the
Yeah.
difference.
Wow.
4 wheels.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they just.
Their attitudes are
Their
different.
attitude's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes they look like they smell something bad when they see a
Yeah.
motorcycle rider
Yeah.
come up.
And a lot of them, I think, were a little scared of bikes because, you know, it had always been preached that, you know, bikes are scary and bikes are bad. And I had a lot of people tell me, you know, God, why would you ride one of those? Those things are dangerous, you know. So that probably turned off a lot of people, too, that might have been bike riders, but turned to maybe hot rods or
I
something.
lost a couple pretty nice girlfriends when the dad found out I rode a motorcycle.
Yeah.
That
Ed probably
kinda-
lost a couple of nice boyfriends when they
Yeah.
found out you rode a motorcycle, too.
Yeah, you were one of them.
Oh,
I always wondered about you guys.
So
I got to tell you, I cheated on you.
I was on a motorcycle, my first motorcycle, when I met my wife.
Is that right? Yeah.
Best thing that ever happened. Of course, her old man wasn't real happy about it,
Yeah.
but he came around.
But yeah, why some people, you know, go motorcycle route?
I want a nice clean race. No kicking, no spitting. You ready?
Well, at least you didn't kill each other.
It's a nice scout, yeah. I can't remember who won the first time.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
If I try to get off the line,
Well, with I think with 3 speeds, your gears are farther apart. Oh, I see. Hey! Good day, man. Yeah, great. That was great. Jump. Yeah. Running good. Give it up a little bit.